and welcome to my channel. So today I've got an art supply haul for you. So these are what I use in my adult colouring books, but I've got a variety of things. I've got pastel pencils of the pastel colour variety, and also, you know, like the charcoal style pastel. I've got paint marker pens, I've got paint. So these are all items that I've picked up on Amazon and AliExpress and, you know, a few shops in the UK over the last few months. So yeah, let me just get this all cleared away and we will get started. Right, so we'll start with Poundland, of all places. So this is a UK store that's a bit like Dollar Store, Dollar General and that sort of thing. And it's a 10-pack of glitter gel pens, and I did always used to buy a similar set. If you've seen where I coloured in my Johanna Basford dragon with gel pens, that was with the Poundland ones. But these, I'm not sure if these are the same or if they've been rebranded as Hobby Corner. I haven't seen them. They used to come in a plastic case, and this is a cardboard one. And so it's a bit more environmentally friendly because there's no plastic on the front. But the colours all look the same and the design looks the same. So I think they are the same. Let me just pull one out. I've just got some paper here. So I'll just see. Obviously I've not tapped these out or anything. So this is straight out the box. Do you know what that is? I'm not sure if that is the same. That doesn't look as dark as my other. So let's try a different one. Let's try a pink. Do you know what? They do seem like they're not the same. They are not the same. I'll just try one more. Let's try the orange. And I'll bring it back up to camera so you can see. Oh, that one's really punchy. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are not the same. The pink looks a bit wimpy, but the orange is really good. So, yeah, that is okay. I thought they was the same, but they've obviously rebranded and redone something to them. Anyway, they cost me £1. Right, so next I bought one of these just to try out. So this is Crafters Glitter Glue, creatively inspired. So yeah, this is like a knockoff Stickles, I guess. And yeah, this is the reason why I've decided to try it. Well, one, I didn't have red, so that was a good reason. But usually it's Dovecraft they sell in Poundland. But as you can see, this is a 20ml bottle and this is a 40ml bottle. So you literally get twice the amount for, you know, the same price, £1. Let me just put some of this on, I guess, if it's open. Oh, so it doesn't come with, or does it? Let me see if that pulls off, because that's an accident waiting to happen. I think it does. Okay, so we do have a nozzle for you. Let me see if that. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, it does look like your standard glitter glue. So what I will do that there. We'll look at that at the end. I will say that it doesn't look what's the word I'm looking for? Tell me, what's the word? It's not as full of glitter as I would have, you know, as opaque. Not opaque, you know what I mean. It looks a bit like a bit skimpy on the glitter. Because if I show you the Dovecraft, if it comes out, yes. Just seems a bit more thicker and like dense. That's the word I'm looking for. So the glitter doesn't have a huge amount of. It doesn't seem as loaded, but it's all right. I'm not huge on glitter glues, but I like to have them just in case. So that is that. And then, last but not least, so these are interesting. So these are oil pastels. I don't have any oil pastels in my supplies till now. I use chalk pastels, but never oil. And these are Daler Rowney, which is a good brand, and it's called Simply. So I'm assuming this is their budget brand. And it was a set of 18. Like I say, it was from Poundland, so it cost £3. I'm like, do you know what? Like, even if I don't get on with them, I'm okay. So let's get it open. You can see I've not opened any of these boxes. The willpower I show for you guys is unreal. Honestly, I should be getting a medal for this. Let me just get in. Right, so it does come sealed. Let me just break that seal as well, if I can. I don't have any scissors here. Oh. Okay, don't run your nail along that because that happens. All right, I'm in. There we go, get rid of that. So we have these 18 pastels, which are, you know, they're quite small. Let's pick something that's obviously got some colour. Let's pick a pink. When in doubt, pick pink. And I don't really know. I've never used oil pastels before, so I'm just going to put some on here. I think what most people do is just... Well, they smell like crayons. Well, that's... I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to research. But we got some pink. I just rubbed it in. So it's not actually stayed on my finger, so that's interesting. But I thought these would be good for, like, a different way to do backgrounds. You know, and when you want larger areas. I don't know if this is the best paper to be doing this on either. No, that didn't work, did it? Okay, definitely something I'm going to have to look up. They do not need to be fixed though. The colours will remain firmly bonded to the paper or canvas surface. Well, that's true. Oh, look, I'm making a right mess. Let's just pretend this whole swatching bit didn't happen. But yes, I will be looking into... I'll do a whole proper swatching thing, and what I'll do is I'll get something that's better than photocopier paper. I mean, that one worked okay. I don't know what I did different on that one. So, let's lift them up. A little bit of dust there. Anyway, for £3, I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. £3, I can live with that. It's worth it doing for science. For science to experiment with. So that is those. Dale Rowney Simply Oil Pastels 18 set. Though I think they did have some in 6 sets if you wanted to just try 6 for £1. Right, so next up I went to a shop in the UK called The Works, which is a sort of budget-friendly arts and crafts store, and I just bought these. So I know you can just buy sort of dish sponges and, you know, just general sponges to do this with, but you know what, I always forget. I always think, oh, I must remember to go and buy a sponge when I'm doing my weekly shop. I never do. Anyway, I saw these and they was only £1, so I thought it's a little 6-pack. And again, I thought I was going to be doing these with backgrounds, not the oil pastels, maybe doing some watercolour work or acrylic paint work. So yeah, just a little 6-pack of sponges to give a nice, you can do nice textures, you see, with backgrounds on that. So that's what I got from The Works. Okay, and as I bought them at the same time, I'll just give them a quick shout out for, because this is more related to my diamond painting channel. But I bought some of these. They're these little wooden shapes. Sorry for the crinkling noise. But they're little wooden shapes. And I thought what I could do, I bought some tacky glue as well, because that was £2, and this was £2. And they're cute, they're hearts. And I thought I could put glue over that, and all my spare drills that I never know what to do with, I can stick them on and make little hearts. I don't know, it might work, it might not, but I thought I'd give it a try because it's only a few quid, and I was in The Works. I love The Works, by the way. Okay, so next let's do AliExpress. No, not AliExpress. I'm going to do Amazon. Right. So first off, I bought some of these acrylic painters. So these look like Posca pens, to be honest, an alternative to Posca pens. And you get they're the small sized ones. I think they were like 1mm or 2mm or whatever. So they're basically the ones that the size that I use for when I want to do highlights and stuff. And you get, well, let me pull them out. You get 2 whites, 2 silvers, 2 golds and 2 blacks. And as I say, they're fine tips. So let's well, let's not do it with white because you won't be able to see it on the white paper. Let's open up one of these golds, see what they're like. And yeah, they're paint pens, so they are like Poscas, but cheaper. If I can get into them. Oh, wow, why didn't I bring any scissors? Right, okay, get rid of that. Let's have a look at this. Now, marks on anything water-based. So these are water-based. Look, I'm going to get bits of those crayons everywhere. So I am giving it a shake. Press the tip to release the ink. So I'll probably have to prime these, yes. So we'll give it a little pump. What are these? So they are like the plastic nib ones. This is hard, not felt. Right, there we go. Sometimes you have to work at these things a little bit. So let's just... I thought I'll get the gold, because I don't actually have any proper gold paint type paint pens. So we'll have a look at that. Okay, so it's got a nice shine to it. Sheen. It's not super shiny, but it's got a sheen to it. So let's try it again with the silver. Give it a shake. Always keep the lid on when you shake. I nearly shook it without the lid. Trust me, you don't want to do that. I've been there. I've done that. It can be bad. You find how fluid the paint is inside. Right, let's pump this. Okay. Do that one. And then last but not least, we'll do black. I'll just leave that to dry while I'm opening up this. Right, I'll just do that up here. It's a nice solid black. Right. We'll do those. Have I got the lids on everything? Right, let's have a quick look at those. So yeah, there's a good shine. I mean, the black isn't shiny, it's just wet. And I probably shouldn't, I mixed in the paint that I'd pumped out when I was, you know, priming it. I probably shouldn't have done that because that's still wet. But yeah, it's got a nice good sheen to it. And like I say, it's these narrow nibs, the small nibs. And I think I paid £8 or something for a pack of 8. I'm sure it was something like that. So 2 of each. That seemed like a good deal and it was worth trying. So that's what I got for there, for doing highlights and the like, or taking out key lines. I like them for taking out key lines as well. Okay, next off of Amazon, I got these. These are the Tessa Glitter Deco. So clearly I had a bit of a glue head on. Glue head, that sounds so wrong. Right, glitter glue head. That's better. I'll get these out. So these are... If you don't like using this style where you've got them in the little tubey squeeze thing, these are apparently pens. So that, you know, so these are like squeezable. So if you prefer to have something, I don't know how to, I don't want to, trouble with, oh, right, okay, they're twist top. Okay, so they do have little hole, I just noticed they have holes in the lid to let the air in. That's interesting. And I will just do, let's do this one because it's red. Is that red? Or is that, no, that's pink. Let's do red. I keep trying, I want to click it on. Right, doesn't say you have to shake. Right, so I'm going to do this next to the red that I bought from Poundland and we can compare it. But you see what I mean? They're a bit more ergonomically friendly in your hand. So a bit more like a pen hold, and that was nice and easy to squeeze as well. I didn't have to do that fight. Okay, so they kind of look the same. That actually has maybe got a bit more glitter in it. So yeah, that seemed like a good idea to just try it out. We'll compare this against the Deco Arts. Do you see how much easier that comes out though? It doesn't feel so scary to squeeze. I shouldn't put so much on because it makes it harder to spread around when you've got a big glob. But there you go. And obviously, if you're not familiar with glitter glues, what happens is when this dry, it goes flat. So it's a bit 3D at the moment, but when the glue dries, it goes flat. But yeah, there's plenty of glitter in there, and I think they only cost something like, for the 6 set, they cost maybe £3. They was cheap. They was cheap because I was like, oh, if I don't like them, it doesn't matter because you know. When something is that cheap, it's worth having a go, even if you've never heard of the product before. So there's those. And then last but not least off of Amazon, I got these. So these are the Korres Pastel coloured pencils. So this is pastel colour, not, you know, they're regular pencils and not charcoal, you know, chalk pastel. It's not that kind of pastel. So I'll open them up. I'll just take 2 out. I will do a proper swatching video for these. So I caught these on a price drop. I have no idea what they're like. I mean, they look to be, they're triangular pencils, but they look to be, oh, okay, so they got good pigment. I expected them to be, I mean, they're obviously pitched at, I think I only spent £6 or £7 to buy that set of 24, though it was on a deal. But, let's do another one. Let's do something pink. But you know, there was obviously pitched for sort of the back to school type crowd. Yeah, good pigment. I've not sharpened them, obviously. Did I say they was triangular? So they got the Kolores brand name on, but no colour name, unfortunately. But they are. Do you know what? That feels surprisingly good. 1, there's a lot of colour, and 2, they're kind of. I mean, they're not hard. They're not soft, but they feel creamy. They remind me a bit of the what was they? The Marco pastel ones. So they got they're packed of colour. So yeah, quite hard pencils, but also quite creamy. So you don't have to press very hard to get the colour out, and they lay down smooth. Right, I will be doing a swatching video of those dedicated to this set, just so you can see all the colour palette. But yeah, check them out. If I'll put the link in the description. Well, I'll do that for everything anyway. But check them out to see if they are on, you know, still on the special price. Because I think, like I say, it was maybe, I don't know, £6.50. And they did have also a 12 set, but the 12 set, you know, you only had to pay. The 12 set were like £4 something, and the 24 set was £6, so it was a no-brainer. So yeah, that's wow. I look at that. I can't believe how pink that pink is. Does that sound crazy? There's a lot of pigment in them pencils. Right, let's get that over there. Actually, I need to make some room. And then we're going to do AliExpress. So I've got metallic paints and pencils. Let me just clear some space though. Right then, on to AliExpress. So I have some metallic watercolour paints and I have some soft pastel pencils. So I think I'm going to do the paints first and we'll finish up with the pencils like as a highlight. Now, let's start with this. I felt so grown up getting this because this is the first time I've actually got one. It's in one of these proper metal palettes. Now, as I say, I got this from AliExpress. I think it took about 2 weeks to get here. And in fact, let me just mention first. So when I got the paints, you just got the tin, and then I was like, what's these? What are these? Right. So basically, they're what hold the paint pans. And you pop it into the palette yourself. Though I did later realise, I think you can buy these packs like by themselves. So you can buy the paints without the palette, and you can also buy them just in half and half. So you don't have to buy the full set. You can get refills, or if you've got a palette, you don't have to buy the tin. So yeah, I would just thought I'd mention that. So I'll open it up. And like I say, these are like, how shall I do these? Nice and shiny. So what are they? 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 24 set of paints. And I've just stuck them in. I'll probably at some point, because look, we got 2 pinks there, and I don't know, they're all over the place. I will figure out how I want the palette, but I wanted to do this. And yeah, so I've just got a water brush pen. In fact, I've got 2 because I like this one, but this one, because I was lazy, you can just do little drips of water out of this one because it's a bigger pen. Brush. So I'll just put a drip of water in each of these. Right, I don't need to do each of them because I'm not gonna swatch the whole lot. I don't know why I was doing that. I'm gonna do a swatching video for all of these, but I've put some paint in now. So I only meant to do one or 2. Memory, who needs it? Right, so I'll just get my little bit of paper out again. We'll do it this way, and we'll just see what we've got. I'm going to use this pen. Should we do a green for once? I want to see what they're like. Because these were, do you know, I can't remember. I'd like to say maybe £15 or so, something like that. I will leave links, obviously, in the description, like I always do. Oh, they're good. So previously, the only metallic, in fact, let me do a couple. So I can show you them all at once. The only metallic watercolours that I've had were really super cheap ones. In fact, I used them in the colouring chat that's coming up soon, just to put a shimmery layer over something. So these are like the first real watercolour paints I've ever got. How about that? I've had the pencils. Right. That is a lot of pigment. I'm just trying to get it all off my brush so I don't contaminate. Let's try the gold. But they certainly seem to be going down nice, even down on this cheapy paper. We'll do one more. Just wipe off my brush. What should we do? What have I got water on? Shall we do? Let's do the black. Let's do the black. Well, I'm not sure if it's jet black. It's like pavement black, charcoal grey, something like that. That's nice and solid though. As watercolours go, obviously you water it down to make it more see-through-y and stuff. But right, clean that brush off, and we will put that to one side. Right. So this is what we've got. Can you see that? I am so happy. I am so happy. These are proper. I mean, look how opaque they are. So that is really good. Because, you know, obviously watercolours, the more water you add to it, the more see-through it goes and, you know, watery. But I didn't use much water. And so that's how opaque you can get it. That's really nice. I'm so impressed. I don't even think these have a brand name. If they do, I'll write it in the description because you know me and names anyway. I can't remember. But that is a super nice swatch, and that's not black. That's more like a sort of pewter grey. So yeah, do you know what? I just want to do that one. That red one that really intrigues me, and I've got water in there. So why not? Right. Hopefully I can remember to clean my brush properly because I just used a grey before. But that's a sort of bronze. I'm just... Oh. No, more of a coppery red almost. Look at that. So, yeah, I will be doing a full swatch, obviously, of these paints as well. 24 in the set. As I say, you can buy them as 12s and you can buy them without the paint palette. Because this is one of those proper palettes, you know, with the ring. Should I have turned that upside down when they was wet? I don't know. No, we survived. We survived. Everything's fine. So, yeah, that is that one. Now, let's get on to the pencils. Okay, so I've got my piece of paper back. Again, I'm not going to be doing a full swatching. So these are they're called Engross Penart. Again, I got them from AliExpress. I think I said that. So we do have a bit of Chinese writing on them. So I got the portrait set, and this is just like the I don't know what you'd call it. They just called it. There was a third set, but I couldn't. It seemed to be out of stock. But this was sort of landscape, I guess, landscape set. And unfortunately, it does double up. It looks like we do have a black in both and a white in both, but that's okay because those are the two colours that you would kind of want to use a lot of. Now, let's see what state these are in, because like they came all the way from China, and then as I was coming bringing these boxes out to film at the table, obviously I had everything piled up in my hands as I was carrying it out, and I managed to drop both boxes on the floor. So I'm like, yay! Well done. So if they are a bit crumbly, it wasn't. It was fine. It was me. But they seem to be intact. Now obviously they are like chalk pastel, which means they are very dusty. We do that. So that is, now what do these have? Do these have anything? No, it just says it's the skin tints. It's got kind of, is that on the bottom of all of them? Let's see what that is. Oh, so that's interesting. So they've sealed the bottom. Can you see that? They've sealed the bottom with a sort of varnish. So that goes over the bottom of the core, and that gives you your pencil colour. That's quite nice. As opposed to having, you know, the dust all come out, you know, the colour all coming out at the bottom. So that, but then there's no colour names, just that it's from the skin tint set. I'll just do the grey. Feels a bit funny because they are. I haven't sharpened them, but you have these quite, you know, they're a bit chunkier. They feel a bit chunkier in your hand even. So that's like a nice grey. And let's have a look at the other set, because this is the landscape set, so it does have a bit more. These are all sort of obviously browns and peaches and things like that. That looks like a sort of taupe. Yes, and then now let's look at the landscapes. I'll do a swatching video of both of these sets as well. And we have, so these ones have the brighter colours in it. So let's have a look at the blue. I don't know if that was me or... No, it probably was me. Look, there's a chunk. Come out in the box. Don't drop your pencils. Don't drop your pencils from a height of 4 to 5 feet. Right. So this will be interesting. I was thinking about using these for like things like grayscale pictures as opposed to alcohol markers for once. Do you know what I mean? Thought it'd just be a little bit different. I've never tried that, but hopefully I'll have enough of a colour palette to do something interesting with it. But yeah, look at that. So these are, again, so they're like the chalk pastels, not, so they have the crumbly pigment, they feel like chalk, but they're nice chunky pencils. If you like pencils with a bit of girth, then you'll like these, because they are a little bit fatter, I think, than the normal pencils. So that is that. Let me just show you, before I go, let me just show you again. Well, let's just admire the watercolour metallics. And then that's the metallic pens, the markers, the budget-friendly acrylic markers. And then we have our glitter glues that are starting to dry. So that, remember, that was the only one that I had before. That was the Dovecraft. So that's the new glitter glue, which is a bit, it's okay, but it's a bit wimpy. That, and these two are from those sort of glitter pens. We have the Poundland glitter gel pens, which is like shimmery. We have the oil pastels, which I need to figure out, but could be interesting. Hopefully will be interesting. And these were this was the surprise. This was the one that I didn't expect to like pack such a punch. And that was the Korres pastel coloured pencils from Amazon. So yeah, that's it for today. That is the haul of colouring supplies. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.